human rights are the basic rights and freedom attributed to every person at birth. These rights are universal regardless of nationality, gender, religion, race, or socio-economic status. At the Disaster Management Program, University of Gadjah Mada or UGM Graduate School, with the support of Raoul Wallenberg Institute or RWI, we are instilling and incorporating universal respect for human rights in disaster management and disaster relief courses. Our partnership with RWI has opened our eyes widely to the importance of the human rights perspective in disaster management. For instance, the amount of financial assistance should align with the regulation of the head of the National Disaster Mitigation Agency and the Ministry of Social Affairs. For our study, we discovered that the potential disaster in several districts or cities are not yet taken into account in the regional development policy. Indeed, some districts or cities still have a limited capacity for disaster management. We firmly believe the communities have the rights to determine their priorities in medium and long-term disaster mitigation planning. During a discussion followed by a webinar event on human rights organized by RWI, we began to see, oh, this is how it should be, and oh, it should be conducted like this. These aha moments about the importance of integrating human rights into disaster management inspired us to make several changes. We have started to incorporate human rights perspective into disaster management plans, courses, and lecture modules at the Disaster Management Program of UGM Graduate School. Moreover, we have created a training module on disaster management and disaster assistance management for district or city governments whose areas are prone to disasters. Each of them should provide on-call funds or disaster management funds, the amount of which is determined by the potential disasters which might occur in the particular locations. It is expected that through the training, local government could allocate necessary funds in their budget for response to a disaster. Thus, they won't heavily rely on the central government anymore. For us, leadership in crisis training is crucial in supporting the successful implementation of human rights-based approaches in disaster management. We are encouraging local governments' awareness to carry through the human rights perspective in their disaster emergency response by informing the potential of disasters, mitigation plans, and early warnings to reduce the risk, and ensuring the protection during and throughout displacement received by the communities is in accordance with the regulations of minimum provisions. The leaders are also expected to undertake rehabilitation and reconstruction and provide on-call funds for areas included in disaster-prone mapping. With the support of RWI, we keep voicing the importance of implementing a human rights perspective in disaster management and disaster relief through the Association of Disaster Management Study Programs in Indonesia. In the future, we, in collaboration with RWI, will constantly provide support on gender mainstreaming and human rights perspectives in disaster management. We will also actively bring up these issues through papers in international journals and events, such as the Leadership in Crisis Training for One Purpose, which is to develop this nation.